Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, so I'm very excited to be finally going over the candy collection for you today. It feels like it has been forever since this collection has come out, because that is kind of true. I was going to print out a printable kit for my MOX Spread for this video, but unfortunately my inkjet printer decided that it was the perfect moment to kick the can, so I had to order a new one, and then it came completely covered in ink, so it was completely unusable, which in retrospect was hilarious, but kind of not for me, because I had stupidly spent the whole afternoon cleaning the ink off to see if it was still usable. Obviously it wasn't, but I had to spent a long time cleaning it off first before I realized that, so I felt really stupid, but so it was quite the adventure, and then I had to wait a couple more days for another one to come in, which it did, and thankfully it was not covered in ink. The first person was silly enough to actually ship the printer with ink inside of it. Meanwhile, they're supposed to, because it was refurbished, I think that was why, and then usually they're supposed to come with the ink separately packaged, so obviously there would be no chance of it exploding. And anyways, lesson learned for that refurbisher, I suppose. But in any case, it has been quite the adventure getting here, so I do have a beautiful MOX spread that I'm very excited about. Finally, that I'll be able to use in this video. I didn't want to just use another kit that I had, because I did kind of go through my stash and kind of get rid of the ones that I wasn't super a fan of. So I didn't have any that I felt okay using for a MOX spread that I didn't have backups of. So I basically just had to wait until I could print off that kit, and also it's a really gorgeous kit, and I was just really excited about it. So that was a super long intro, but in any case, that MOX spread that you will see towards the end of the video does explain why this collection is foiled in lavender holo, which is super gorgeous. Lavender holo and pink holo are some really light shades that are super gorgeous with the holo in them. But yeah, that is why it is in these colors. However, this candy collection can go with a number of types of kits. You have your classic candy kits, or Candyland themed kits that this would go with, and there are elements in this collection that you can just keep generic, but if you do want to use it for Halloween candy, there are some more Halloween candy elements that you can pull in as well, including candy corn specific things. But candy corn is kind of one of the main elements throughout the whole collection, so just be aware. But you can pull in more or less of the candy corn depending on what you're going to use it with. But I did kind of time this to come out around Halloween time, just to give you guys the opportunity to use this for Halloween kits. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. First, we're going to start with the underlays as per usual. We have our large and medium designs, which are the busiest. So if you have a lot of boxes and labels that you like to use, you can still see some of the design elements in the underlays peeking out from behind them if you get these large underlays. So the elements are very tiny, and it is a very busy pattern going on. We have all of our little candy pieces in there. Lollipops, candy corn, wrapped candies. Got all of it going on in there, along with confetti. So there's that. Also, just disclaimer, any mistakes or black spots that you see in these sheets are just for these demo versions. They will not appear in your final product because I have a very rigorous quality control process. So that is the large underlays. Then we have the medium, which is the more sparse version of the large, essentially same elements, same confetti, but they are more spread apart. So this is like definitely less busy for the eyes if you want to use this instead. Then we have the two fun options. One of them is just the candy corn, of course, if you want to lean more Halloween-y. And if you like candy corn, which I do, I love candy corn. But if you don't want to use that, then you can just use the mixed candy bag, which is just all of the other candies. Got more lollipops and wrapped candies, candy bars in there as well. And peppermints too. So there's that for the underlays, and then we have our confetti full box overlays that come in various options, starting with the full size here. So this is the busiest. We have stuff going all around all sides and corners, so you can see all the little candy elements that I chose for that. So that is the busiest one. And then we have the medium 4-corner, which only has stuff in the corners and not on the sides. And the medium also comes in 3 corners and 2 corners. So this is what the 3-corner looks like. So if you have clip art in a full box that you don't want to cover up in one of the corners, then you can grab one of these overlays. And I'll show you the 2-corner in a second. We also have the small confetti size, which is a little bit smaller than the medium size. There's a little size comparison for you. And also comes in all 3 corner options, 2, 3, and 4. So here's 4, and then here is 2. So here's the format of 2. We have the 2 slantways corners, and then we have just the bottom 2 and the top 2. These are great for fashion boxes. If there's either like big hair going on or like a big outfit going on, then we don't have to cover that up, but we can still have confetti. So plenty of options for confetti overlays, including for the tall boxes. There has been a slight reformat. Not necessarily a reformat, just like a resizing for this collection. I think, adjust these sizes by a couple, or like maybe 1 millimeter, just so they fit the newest formats of these shops a little bit better. So this one will fit the SPC one a little bit better. I think it was a little bit short before. And then so that also covers the apple blossom print size, I think. Any shop that has tall boxes that are 2 times the height of a normal full box, like 1.9 times 2, 3.8, that will cover that. And then also, I think I had previously gotten this wrong, but Crest Press also has this size of tall box. I used to say the Crest Press had the short size, but I don't know if that was ever true. But yeah, this will cover Crest Press. And then this 1.5 times the height of a full box, this will be the Glam Planner tall box overlay. So you have 2 options for that, and then you have your flag overlays as well. And then we have the big box sheet, which obviously covers the big box. I do have one on my MOX Spread, so I will be able to use this and the tall box, which I'm very excited about. Very excited about using. I did cut out that size to be exactly this size. I think this overlay is 1 millimeter taller than the big box size that comes in Planner Pixie Co. kits, which I didn't have like listed as an example of what these overlays could go over before, because I think she may have just started doing big boxes. So I will be adjusting the listings if I can remember to do that, that you will want to get the tall size of big box overlay for that, because it's only, I think, like 1 millimeter taller, as opposed to like the short size, which is, I think, a couple or a few millimeters shorter. I'll kind of do the math on that, but the tall size goes over Glam Planner and Apple Blossom Prints big boxes, and the smaller size goes over Paper Candy Art. So this is the big box overlay, and then we have some more flag overlays down there just to take up space. Also, if you guys ever want anything down here that is not like the flag overlays, if you want something else from the collection to take up that space, let me know and I can change that, because I mean, I know you guys use this for like some other stuff that's not necessarily flag overlays, but just let me know if there's something more useful that you want in that space, because I'm not like married to that decision. And then we have our double back scenes. We have the classic confetti version at the top. And then we have the fun version, which I decided to do hanging candy because, I don't know, I thought that was really cute. And I like the hanging things with the bows. Like, I want to bring that back a little bit more, use it more often. So I just decided to do it with this one. So there's some hanging candy elements there. Super cute, kind of subtle. So there's that. And then we have our quote boxes, which, first of all, ignore that. Second of all, I was kind of like torn because I didn't want it to be like super Halloween-y or super not Halloween-y. Like, I wanted to have options for both. So you can pick up this sheet no matter whether you're using this collection for a Halloween kit or not. These two are generic candy quotes, and then these two are Halloween quotes. So, and then we have like a kind of more subtle and more full cover version of each. So the full cover have the full confetti on the outsides, and these are perfect for covering up patterned full boxes that don't really have anything going on. And then these are better for, obviously, full boxes that have a lot more going on. So we have which better have my candy, which for some reason I think is like the most hilarious phrase. So we have that on there with the little witch. And then we have trick or treat, which I think there is a trick or treat one in the like Halloween collection quote boxes. So I just did a different version here with like different fonts. And just kept it kind of plain too. So you can decorate it with, you know, confetti full box overlays or deco as you like, or just leave it plain. And then down here we just have Candy Addict, which I had to have because I am a candy addict, and it just makes sense with any generic candy kit just to have that, because like that's me, I'm calling myself out. And then I just went for like the generic phrase format here because I don't know, I'm one of those girls now. Like, I try not to be, but I don't know, I was kind of at a loss. And I also just didn't Google like candy related quotes. Like, usually I'll just Google quotes related to the collection theme that I'm doing, but I was just like, nah, I'll just go with this one because it's easy. So that's what I did. So that's what you get. You get sugar, sweets, and peppermints, please. And I also just liked the alliteration with the SS and the PEP. So thought that was kind of fun. So we have that for the quotes, and then we have the full box overlays, which are the two border ones. I kind of switched it up. Usually I'll just do like a deco piece, just kind of leaning against this side, but I decided to kind of break it up a little bit and do it more similar to this style where I like actually remove some of the border and put the deco in there, which I've seen other shops do. So I'm like kind of trying to experiment with like doing that. So I did a couple of candy corns in the corner there, which I think are super cute. So we have that. I could have done more space, but I'll think about that for next time. And then we have our little lollipop forest along the bottom of that one. And then we have our fun border with all of the icons on that one. So that's kind of the more borders full box overlays. And then we have the deco sheet, which as usual we have our large, medium-sized deco. We have our tiny, or I guess that's like more like small. And we have tiny cluster deco. Some have more clustery dots than others. And then we have the teeny tiny cluster deco, which is like starting to be my favorite. And then I had to do a whole row of just like little candy confetti clusters, basically. They're not really confetti clusters, but little candy clusters, I guess. So yeah, all three of these are attached. Super cute. I need to remember to do more stuff like that. Like, both of these I think are just going to be really fun to sprinkle around in specific places. But you can do with these whatever you want, which is why I include so much on the sheet, so you can use them over anything. You can use them in the top. If you put deco in the top above the date covers like I do, you can sprinkle this among that. Or you can use it on the date covers. You can use it over full boxes. You can use it anywhere in the sidebar, anywhere in the bottom washi. You can use this even throughout your day by day. So there's a ton you can do with that. And same with the swoops and dangles. You can put these anywhere you can think of as well, anywhere they will fit, which is what I do. So we have our row of dangles. We have our tall and medium up here. Of course, you can cut any of them to whatever size you want. And then we have the tinier ones down there. And then we have our swoops. We have our bigger ones here that are more meant to go along the left side. And then these, which are more meant to go along the top. And then we have the teeny tiny swoops, which can go just like literally anywhere. I like using them in half boxes and third boxes. And especially squares. For some reason, I really like using the swoops and dangles in the squares. I don't know. It's fun. So there's that. And let's get into, actually, the tiny sheets. Let's get into the tiny sheets. So we have our whole reinforcers. They're little candy pieces. I feel like it's not focusing. There we go. You can see those a little better. Look at that rainbow. So we got those are 18 per sheet. So I think if you're using if you need usually 12 per spread, you'll have to get 2 if you want to use it for more than one spread. And then we have the headers. So we have our confetti headers. There are 11 per sheet. So you only have to buy 2 technically. But if you want all 3 designs, you will have to buy all 3. There is a convenient buy all 3 option on the website. And then we have the candy bars, which I just thought would be really fun. I don't know. I like using really long elements in the headers for whatever reason. It's just fun to me. So we have the candy bars and then not the dividers. And then we have the lollipops as well. So there's that. And then here are the dividers, which we're trying to sneak in earlier. So we have our fun dividers at the top. We have our candy corns. We have our little dainty ones, which are this little candy piece. And then we have the lollipops. So these are bigger. And then we have the simple line dividers with the little deco pieces in there. On this sheet, you can get on premium matte paper if you want to use it over really busy underlays, so that it will have that white outline so you can actually see the dividers, and is available for that reason. And then next we have the corners, which these are just the same confetti corners as on the actual confetti full box overlay sheets, but they are his cut, so you can kind of use them wherever. You can use them over half boxes or third boxes if you want, just anywhere, or you can just use them instead of the confetti full box overlays. You can use them over full boxes, just kind of place them individually. So we have 2 sets of the medium size, 1 set of the small size, and then I do create unique ones just for this sheet. These are the really subtle tiny ones that work even better for boxes and labels. So we have that for the corner sheet, and then now we can actually get into the bottom washi. So we have our 15 millimeter, several options for that. We have just our mixed one with some mixed candies. We have our lollipop forest, which I don't know why I keep calling them that, but it's just hilarious to me to think that these are lollipops as trees. Then of course we got our candy corn. If you just want to keep this a Halloween spread, you got your candy corn elements that you can pull into it. So we have that, and then I did do a little candy corn cluster that is only on this sheet because I just had to take that opportunity. And then we have our little mixed wrapped candies here. You get a variety of that. And then we have the confetti, of course. And then 2 page flag overlays. And then if you're using a glam planner kit, you're going to want the 10 and 7 millimeter as well. So you'll grab one of the big boys, 15 millimeters, and then you'll grab this sheet for the 10 and 7. So the 7 is just the confetti, same as on the headers, and then the 10 is just alternating candies that are silhouetted. And then 2 glam planner size page flag overlays as well. And then for the 32 millimeter, we just have basically if you kind of open a bag of your Halloween candy bag, then you'll see all the little candies overlapping each other. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going with here. We have some larger deco. And so there's one option for the left side and then 2 different options for the right, depending on if you want to use the weekend banner or not. So there's that. And then lastly, we'll go over the bundle. So this foil bundle does come in the mini and the ultimate size. Mini does not have underlays. The ultimate size, you can choose whatever underlays you want from all the ones that are available in the collection. And there is an optional add-on page for both sizes that you can add on. So the first pages are full box overlays, the confetti boxes. So we have 2 full, 2 medium 4-corner, 2 medium 2-corner, and then the classic confetti double box scene. Then you get 2 pages of underlays. Again, you can choose, but this is what it looks like in the large. And then the next page, you get your full set of headers. You get one of each design. And then you get the full page of deco as well. And then the bottom washi page, I just usually choose the most basic option for this 15mm. So if you want a different one, you can purchase that a la carte. And then we have the confetti, of course. You also get your date dots on the sheet, weekend banner, tiny cluster deco, tiny bows, and some generic dividers. Also, just a quick note, bottom washi, the 15mm bottom washis will be increasing in price from $1.50 to $2, I think, starting in November. So just kind of be aware of that. This is my official YouTube announcement in case I forget to announce it later, because usually I do all that stuff on Instagram. But it will be increasing in price. And then we have the add-on sheet. So we have 2 additional underlays on this sheet. These are set, so they will either match or complement whatever underlays you choose for the actual kit. So these are going to be set as the mixed ones. And then we have 2 medium 3-corner. We have 2 from the full box overlays sheet, and then 2 from the quote boxes. So I did choose like 1 generic candy and then 1 Halloween one. So whatever type of spread you're using this collection for, you will have what you need in terms of quote boxes. So that is the foil bundle. And then now let's go over the MOX Spread, so I can finally show you guys what I've been waiting on printing for so long, which is this, which again, I already let you guys know it's from Planner Pixie Co. I'm freaking loving her printable kits, specifically her customs. I think I only buy her customs, but like I love them because they're great. So I have like all of them. I think I like recently hauled them, but I haven't published that haul yet. So you will see that at some point. But her like custom exclusives are just like fantastic, and this is her latest one, which is Halloween. It's called Boo to You, and it is just, you know, the classic pastel Halloween-y kit. I think we've seen a lot of Halloween kits in this color scheme, but I love all of them, and I really liked this one with the pinks and purples and stuff. So, and also the like Wednesday Addams Fashion Girls, because that is my Halloween costume. Well, it was last year, and it will probably be this year, because I don't know, you know, don't fix it if it ain't broke. So, I just love that. So I had to grab this girl, and she has them in like every skin color, hair color combination you could imagine. So I left this girl generic, but I did grab the girl that looks like me for the fashion, for the tall box. And I have printed out an additional kit with like more elements for like my actual planner. So I am spoiling myself by using this in the MOX Spread before actually using it in my actual planner, but it will look slightly different, obviously, in the actual planner. So I'm excited for that, but I did really want to use it for this spread, because like honestly I just wasn't really sure. I think I just like looked on Etsy for like printable Halloween kits, and this one like came up because I think Randy, the owner, she has basically got a monopoly on printable kits on Etsy, like in the search. So she had like all of the search, all of the top spots on Etsy. And so this was in there, and I was like, you know what, I actually do want to use that for this MOX Spread. So, and also because, you know, I can use it personally as well. So I chose it. I love it. So here, and I really did want to use the tall box and big box overlays, because like I almost never get to use those on MOX Spreads, and I just really wanted to like see it. So we got that going on. This is in premium matte. I think the quality is pretty good now. I'm still like scared to try printing in glossy, because like I am a glossy girl, but like I don't know, I'm scared that like the quality is not going to be as good, and I know that my premium matte is good, so I don't know, one day we'll get there, but for now all of my printable kits are going to be in premium matte. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down all this foil on there, give you a good view of everything, how it's going to look laid down, and then I will come back and show you where everything is and how it all looks. So let's go ahead with that. Okay guys, so here is the final MOX spread. You can see examples of everything from the collection, all of the underlays. Some have been covered, some have been left uncovered, so you can kind of see them. We have the mixed candy and the candy corn, the medium, and then there's like a little bit of the large over there, and then they're all covered up as well. We have all the headers that you can see, like the candy bars, the lollipops, and then the confetti. There's the candy corn divider as well as the lollipop divider here. And then we have the dainty candy divider right there. And then one of these simple line dividers. We have these swoops and dangles in various places throughout the spread, as well as the corners, which we have some there. I put some of the tiny ones there and there, and then some of the tiny ones up there as well, just over that full box. And then little deco clusters, larger deco, so you can kind of see the sizing of everything. And we have the double box scene overlay right here. Quote overlay, medium 3 corners, and then the border one, tall box overlay and big box, which fit perfectly, which is so nice. And bottom washi, we have the mixed, or like the solid one, and then the confetti. And the flag overlays up here as well. So I think that is just about it for this video. Love how this turned out. Thank you so much for watching. This collection is now available live in my shop. And my October release calendar is also up, saved to my Instagram highlights under shop calendars if you want to check that out as well. I am taking a week off this month from new releases. I'm going to be doing a lot of other catch-up work during that time because I have a lot to catch up on, which I'm really looking forward to having that week. But there's going to be Nightmare Before Christmas before that, and the Gamer Collection before that, and then after that we'll get into the other Christmas kits or Christmas collections for the year, and then there will be the Advent announcement after that as well. So very exciting stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.